Hi guys, it's David James from Business Growth Digital Marketing, and in this video I want to talk about the importance of the web page's title tag and the description tag. Now when it comes to SEO, most people they think that it's only about optimizing titles, optimizing descriptions, and then the web page will be able to rank on the first page of Google. Now if you're in some niches, then it might be enough to work, but in a lot of cases it's not the case. You really need to have optimized content and content that the search engine, especially Google, thinks is relevant for your keyword search result that you want to rank for. So I'm going to show you what I usually do, and I'm going to try to explain the impact of the title tag in terms of SEO and what I have experienced from my own tests and implementations for what will actually make a web page rank. So the first thing is the web page title, it shouldn't be ignored. Now I'm going to show you in WordPress, and with this site, this is a brand new site that I started optimizing probably about 1 week ago. And it's been optimized for the keywords around high jump, and in this particular post, it's high jump scissor kick technique. So I did see that it was ranking about page two or page three after about 3 or 4 days. It's in these keywords, there's not much search volume and there's not really any competition. Now the CMS that I'm using is WordPress and it's configured with the Yoast SEO plugin. So if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can see that it pre-populates a title tag for me. Now, whether you decide to use Yoast or whether you want to configure it with something else in WordPress, that's completely up to you. But just having the keyword in the title tags, that will give the web page some impact. So it's definitely something that you shouldn't ignore. And if you're in a niche space, then it could be enough. But I wouldn't ignore the other factors. It's probably it's probably one of the on-page factors that contributes to about 80% of the on-site relevancy, but it's all about the content and the relevancy of the content that's placed on the page. So we've got the keyword in the title, that's fine. And then if you optimize your titles, you should be able to see some impact. However, if the rest of the content doesn't reflect what the title tag is saying, and if it doesn't provide enough depth, then it's unlikely you will be able to see a change. Now, this is where a lot of people go wrong because they will optimize the title tags and then they will optimize the descriptions, but they won't optimize anything else on the page. And then they get disappointed when they see that the SEO results aren't really changing. So the first thing is you do optimize the title tags, but you don't ignore the other bits of content. Now, the second bit is the meta description. So in this case, I've just let Yoast SEO take the description from the content. Now you can do it yourself and you can customize it. But as with the web page content, but as with the web page title, it won't significantly impact the ranking results of the page by itself if the rest of the content doesn't reflect what it is you're saying. So if the relevancy of the content doesn't support the title tag and the description tag, then you're not really going to see that much of an impact. Now, the other thing to consider is that Google does take the snippet from the meta description, or it will take it from bits and pieces of the web page's content. So if your web page content doesn't reflect what it is you're saying in the meta title and meta description, then it's not going to really boost in relevancy. So that comes to my third point. You need to focus on optimizing the rest of your content. Now, this is really between the URL and making sure that the URL name has the target keywords that you want to have in there. Then the other thing is the actual content itself. So if you were to go through this content, it's let me just see. Okay, so it's not really in depth. It's only 350 words, but typically I would write something that's probably between 500 to 1,000 or even 1,500 words. But because this is quite niche, I've just gone straight to the point, and then I've supported it with other online assets. So what I've done is I've marked it up in a way where it talks about how to do the high jump scissor kick, and then I've also marked up the headings within the content so that people can actually see and watch the videos about doing the scissor kick. The third thing I've done is I've also marked it up in the tags, so you can easily do this in WordPress. So there's a lot more stronger relevancy. And then afterwards, I did submit it to Google. And then after submitting it to Google, within a few days, it started to rank. And I think it should start to rank more over time, especially as I start to build natural links to the site. So the one other thing to consider with the title tag is to make sure that it doesn't get duplicated. So with WordPress or other CMS platforms, it's quite easy for the content to get duplicated. Make sure you check your Google Search Console to see if any of your pieces of content are getting flagged as duplicates. Because if it does get flagged as a duplicate, your site could get penalized with a Panda penalty, which will reduce your overall organic search visibility. It's quite an easy fix. You can use the canonicalization tag. You can use redirects. You can configure the settings in WordPress itself, or you can configure the settings in the Google Search Console depending on the actual CMS that you're using. So I hope you found this video helpful. Use the title tags, use the meta descriptions, but don't rely on them completely. Make sure you amplify the content relevancy by implementing the keywords and really delivering value in your content in the actual content itself. So make sure it's thorough. If you have supporting videos or images, make sure you use those as well to really amplify the search relevancy of your content. So again, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit like. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.